Welcome to a journey into the depths of spiritual centers within the human being. Growth is often seen as a natural process, but true development is the unfolding of spiritual potential that lies dormant in every person. As described by mystics like Jacob Boehm, the soul is like a tree rooted in the heart, its branches stretching across the universe. The fruits of this tree offer healing, while its shade brings comfort to those weary of worldly concerns. In this video, we will explore the ancient wisdom and practices that guide us toward liberation from mental, emotional, and physical suffering, and reveal how growth can be a joyful journey. Throughout history, both Eastern and Western sacred institutions have taught the science of human rebirth. These mystery schools, composed of enlightened men and women, were established to conceal rather than reveal knowledge, protecting the secrets of divine arts and sciences. Only those who met strict moral and philosophical standards were entrusted with these secrets. To join such a society, one must undergo immense preparation, rising to the level of the immortals. The journey is not just about acquiring knowledge, but about transforming oneself to be worthy of higher wisdom. A fundamental requirement for spiritual advancement is an appreciation for education. While spiritual growth is possible for the unlearned, ignorance of material arts and sciences can seriously hinder ethical progress. The discipline of the mind, cultivated through study, is essential for effective learning and reasoning. Ancient philosophers like Pythagoras demanded knowledge of music, mathematics, and astronomy from their students. Before seeking wisdom, one must prepare oneself, offering their talents in service to humanity. The more refined the individual, the greater their usefulness in spreading wisdom. Continuity is a crucial trait for spiritual seekers. Many people start numerous projects but fail to complete them, scattering their mental energy. True success, both material and spiritual, requires the ability to finish what one begins. In the realm of occult study, this is even more vital. Those who constantly switch paths rarely achieve meaningful results. The mysteries demand unwavering focus and perseverance, considering only those who persist year after year as worthy of entering the temple of immortality. Spiritual growth does not mean neglecting everyday responsibilities. Each person has obligations to society, and true spirituality is impossible if these are ignored. The path to enlightenment requires facing and resolving life's challenges, not avoiding them. The duties of daily life build character, and those unable to handle them are unfit for higher spiritual work. By confronting and overcoming problems, we clear confusion and make room for ethical progress. Motivation is at the heart of spiritual progress. Most motives, even those appearing selfless, are rooted in self-interest. Only those who pursue occult studies with the highest, most selfless intentions can hope to succeed. True greatness is often found in humble individuals whose motives are pure. Using spiritual knowledge for personal gain leads to failure and even harm. Before seeking power, one must become indifferent to it, dedicating oneself to serving the universal self. The path of spiritual development is filled with trials and temptations. As one progresses, challenges intensify, testing the heart and mind. Only by rising above these can a seeker become truly useful in the grand plan of human progress. Selfishness, if left unchecked, can become a great danger when one acquires power. The process of spiritual training is designed to purify the mind and heart, ensuring that newfound abilities become a blessing, not a curse. True occultism is not about developing psychic powers or witnessing supernatural phenomena. Its primary aim is ethical philosophy and operational science. As students obey the laws of the mysteries, their abilities unfold naturally and gradually, like the petals of a flower. Premature pursuit of psychic abilities can be dangerous, leading to confusion and even harm. The only psychic faculty to be welcomed is clear knowing, a form of mental clarity that arises from genuine spiritual growth. As knowledge increases, so does responsibility. Students of occultism often become teachers, and they are accountable for how their teachings influence others. One must be wise and careful, as sharing knowledge can change the course of another's life. The law of giving and receiving is central. To gain deeper insight, one must use what they already know to benefit others. Teachers and students alike are responsible for the effects of their actions and words. A constructive mental attitude is vital for spiritual progress. Complaining or harboring bitterness blocks growth. Instead, one should accept things as they are and work diligently to improve conditions. Humor and a healthy outlook help maintain balance and usefulness. Self-pity is a subtle form of egoism and must be avoided. Faith in natural justice and a positive approach to life's challenges are essential for reaching higher states of philosophy and religion. The 7 cardinal requirements form the ethical foundation of occultism. Without dedicating oneself to these virtues, further progress is meaningless. Most failures in mysticism and philosophy stem from neglecting this ethical base. Building slowly and steadily, with each step firmly grounded in virtue and integrity, is the only way to prepare for higher philosophical pursuits. Only after mastering these basics should one consider specialized spiritual disciplines. After establishing a strong ethical foundation, the next step is to choose a specific area of focus and a mystery school that aligns with your nature. Each school teaches the same fundamental truths, though their methods may differ. The qualities developed through ethical training are now tested, guiding the seeker to make wise choices. The journey is unique for each individual, but the ultimate goal remains the same: spiritual realization. A qualified teacher is essential for spiritual progress. The relationship between teacher and student is like that of the sun and a growing plant. The teacher's aura supports and nurtures the student, guiding them through temptations and helping them avoid pitfalls. True teachers rarely take on many students at once, focusing on providing individual attention. The right teacher is one who has themselves been initiated and is dedicated to the student's growth. Spiritual development is a slow process, often requiring decades of preparation. Even in cultures steeped in spiritual traditions, years of systematic training are necessary before beginning advanced practices. The teacher determines when a student is ready to move forward based on their inner progress. Every aspect of life must be dedicated to the work, and the choice of teacher is a matter of utmost importance, affecting one's spiritual destiny. Secrecy is crucial regarding esoteric mysteries. While theoretical aspects can be discussed with worthy individuals, operational secrets must never be revealed. These are entrusted only to those who have proven themselves through years of dedication and preparation. Revealing such secrets irresponsibly can lead to personal and collective harm, as the misuse of spiritual power brings suffering rather than enlightenment. The line between white and black magic is thin, and even advanced practitioners must remain vigilant. The difference lies mainly in motive. Selfless intent protects against black magic, while selfishness opens the door to harm. Both white and black magicians use the same forces, but only the former grows through constructive use. Misusing spiritual powers leads to destruction, and many well-meaning individuals become unwitting instruments of harm due to ignorance. Spiritual secrets must never be commercialized. While teachers may accept reasonable compensation for their time, the operational secrets of occultism have no price. Attempting to buy or sell these mysteries is a grave error, and sharing them with the unworthy is a sacrilege. True spiritual rewards come as a result of merit, not purchase. When sharing knowledge publicly, essential keys should always be withheld to prevent misuse. Balance is essential in spiritual development. One must cultivate the heart, mind, and body in harmony. Overemphasis on any one aspect leads to imbalance. Too much intellect creates a cold scientist, too much emotion a fanatic, and too much physicality a materialist. Only by integrating all three can one become a true spiritual philosopher. Practices like concentration and breathing are valuable, but only when combined with other virtues and a balanced approach. Spiritual progress is not about destroying the lower nature, but transforming and regenerating it. Years of effort are needed to master and harmonize all aspects of oneself. Only through self-mastery does one gain true control and the ability to achieve higher states. Extreme asceticism or withdrawal from the world is not the answer. Only what is natural and reasonable brings lasting benefit. The desire for spiritual powers must be replaced by the courage to face life's challenges. Material arts and sciences such as astronomy, mathematics, music, and logic have deep esoteric meanings. There are 49 great arts and sciences, each reflecting spiritual truths. Understanding these disciplines from an occult perspective reveals their connection to the inner workings of the human being. The study of these arts is not just intellectual, but a path to spiritual realization, aligning the seeker with the universal order. The human body contains 7 main chakras or energy centers aligned along the spine. Each chakra is associated with specific qualities and powers, and their activation is central to spiritual development. The central channel Sushumna runs through the spine, flanked by Ida and Pingala. These channels are influenced by breath and play a key role in awakening higher consciousness. The chakras are not just symbolic, but real centers of subtle energy. Kundalini, the serpent power, lies coiled at the base of the spine. According to Hindu allegory, it enters the body at birth and rests in the sacral plexus. Through spiritual practice, Kundalini rises up the Sushumna channel, awakening each chakra and ultimately reaching the crown Sahasrara. This process leads to expanded consciousness and spiritual awakening. However, premature awakening of Kundalini can be dangerous, emphasizing the need for proper guidance. The caduceus, a staff with 2 serpents entwined, is a powerful symbol of spiritual anatomy. The 2 serpents represent Ida and Pingala, while the central staff is Sushumna. The bulb at the top symbolizes Sahasrara and the wings represent Ajna, the third eye. This ancient symbol illustrates the journey of Kundalini energy as it rises through the chakras, leading to spiritual enlightenment. Each chakra has unique characteristics and functions. Starting from the base, Muladhara governs smell and survival. Svadhisthana relates to taste and creativity. Manipura is linked to sight and power. Anahata governs touch and love. Vishuddha relates to hearing and communication. Ajna is the center of thought and intuition. Sahasrara represents pure spiritual consciousness. Awakening these centers expands awareness and unlocks latent abilities. Raising Kundalini energy before proper preparation can be extremely harmful. The process must be gradual and guided by a qualified teacher. Premature awakening can lead to physical and mental disturbances as the energy burns its way upward, potentially damaging the mind. Theoretical study is safe for all, but practical exercises should only be attempted under expert supervision. The yogic path consists of 8 steps: yama ethical restraints, niyama personal observances, asana posture, pranayama breath control, pratyahara withdrawal of senses, dharana concentration, dhyana meditation, and samadhi union with the higher self. Each step builds upon the previous, guiding the practitioner toward complete spiritual realization. Mastery of each stage is essential before moving to the next. Yama, the first step, involves strict control over one's mental nature. The practitioner must cease all harmful actions, speak only truth, and cultivate honesty. Desire for possessions must be relinquished, and one must live to serve others selflessly. Only after achieving inner peace and harmony is one ready to proceed further on the spiritual path. Niyama, the second step, demands even greater self-control. All energy must be preserved and used wisely. Purity of mind, soul, and body is essential. The practitioner must develop a sense of peace, study sacred texts, and surrender completely to the divine. Only by offering oneself fully can one progress to the next stage. Asana, the third step, focuses on mastering the physical body through specific postures. These positions activate muscles and nerves that are otherwise unused, granting the mind control over every organ. Mastery of asana can even influence the length of life as the practitioner learns to direct vital forces consciously. Pranayama, the fourth step, involves controlling the life force through breath. The flow of prana can be regulated by the mind and breath, influencing the body's energy channels. This practice is closely linked to the awakening of Kundalini and the purification of the nervous system. However, it is a dangerous process for the unprepared and should only be attempted under expert guidance. Pratyahara, the fifth step, is the process of withdrawing the mind from sensory distractions. The mind must be trained to focus inward, free from desires and passions. Only when the mind is under complete control can the practitioner move forward. This stage is essential for developing true concentration and impartial thinking. Dharana, the sixth step, is the art of concentration. The mind, now under control, is directed to a single point and held there unwaveringly. This focused attention allows the practitioner to influence any part of the body or mind, preparing for deeper states of meditation. Mastery of dharana is crucial for further progress. Dhyana, the seventh step, is deep meditation. The mind remains fixed on the chosen point, entering a state of contemplation. In this state, the practitioner gains insight into the true nature of the object of meditation, moving closer to self-realization. Dhyana is the natural result of mastering concentration. Samadhi, the final step, is the state of union with the higher self. The practitioner transcends the sense of individual identity, experiencing oneness with the infinite. This state brings a profound sense of peace and understanding, forever altering the practitioner's perspective. Samadhi is the culmination of the yogic journey, representing complete spiritual realization. Discipline is the backbone of spiritual practice. Each step on the path requires unwavering commitment and self-control. The journey is not about quick results but about steady, patient progress. Only through consistent effort can one hope to master the mind, body, and spirit and unlock the deeper mysteries of existence. Humility is a key virtue on the spiritual path. True greatness is never boastful, and those who achieve the highest states are often the most humble. The wise never proclaim their superiority, letting their actions speak for themselves. Humility protects against the dangers of pride and ensures that spiritual power is used for the greater good. Discrimination, the ability to distinguish truth from falsehood, is vital for spiritual seekers. Many students struggle to choose the right path or teacher, revealing a lack of maturity. Only by developing ethical perception can one make wise decisions. Without discernment, progress is impossible and disappointment is inevitable. Many students view ethical training as a waste of time, eager to dive into mystical practices. This impatience leads to failure, suffering, and disappointment. Only those who patiently build a strong foundation can achieve lasting spiritual growth. The journey requires time, effort, and a willingness to sacrifice lower desires for higher goals. The bond between teacher and student is sacred. The teacher's guidance is essential for navigating the complexities of spiritual practice. Living with or near the teacher allows for immediate support and correction. Only those who have been properly initiated are qualified to teach the deeper mysteries, and great care must be taken in choosing a guide. Time is a primary factor in spiritual development. Even after years of study, one may not be ready for advanced practices without systematic training. The teacher determines when the student is prepared to move forward. The process requires patience, dedication, and a willingness to start from the beginning, regardless of prior knowledge. Operational secrets of occultism must be kept confidential. Sharing them with the unprepared can lead to misuse and harm. Theoretical knowledge can be discussed, but practical methods are reserved for those who have proven their readiness. This protects both the individual and the greater community from unintended consequences. The distinction between white and black magic is subtle, hinging on motive and self-control. Even well-intentioned practitioners can fall into harmful practices without vigilance. Only through selflessness, wisdom, and constant awareness can one avoid the dangers of misuse. The forces at play are powerful and must be handled with the utmost care. Spiritual knowledge is sacred and must be treated with reverence. Attempting to commercialize or sell spiritual secrets is a grave error. True wisdom is earned through merit and cannot be bought. Teachers must ensure that essential keys are withheld from the unprepared, safeguarding the sanctity of the teachings. The ultimate goal of spiritual practice is self-mastery. By transforming and harmonizing all aspects of the self, the practitioner gains control over their destiny. Only through balance, discipline, and ethical living can one achieve true freedom and enlightenment. The journey is long and challenging, but the rewards are beyond measure. The path of spiritual development is a profound journey within. It requires dedication, patience, and a willingness to transform every aspect of oneself. By following the ethical foundations, seeking proper guidance, and progressing step by step, anyone can unlock the spiritual centers within and realize their highest potential. Remember, the journey is as important as the destination, and every step taken with sincerity brings you closer to the light within.